And we're live. We told you we'll be back in 5-10 minutes. I just had to have a little bit of a piss break and get a bit of a drink and a smoke. But yeah, the name of this episode, you probably think this is about you, but it's honestly, it is not about you.
It's about me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about you, me. Yeah.
it's about me and my other personality. Okay, like Damien is the good one, and I'm the one that'll kick your ass and not give a fuck. You know, I'm the one who comes after you, and Damien's the nice guy. I got to take over sometimes. You know, he's too nice. He tries to be nice to people. I can't have it.
Yeah, so I don't care if there's any video that will be made in regard to the last episode that we did. I really don't care because
I'm just tired. I'm just tired of like 11 team people coming after me at the same time,
you did for real.
trying to spear me name all over like jam on bread. Why trying to spear my name?
The Stolen Valor, the Trailer Park King, fucking. Well, what else have you been called?
Oh, Damien's been called a lot more than me, but I just recently started getting on. You know,
Well, you haven't been called late for dinner yet, so be careful.
no, and I haven't been late for drinks in years.
Yeah.
I'm always
I
on
mean,
time at the pub.
in all honesty, how can Damien be late for dinner when he's the one that fucking cooking the bloody thing?
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
the man works hard.
Yeah, well, answer that. How can
He
Damien
works.
be late?
He works hard for his money. He does. He does. He works lots of hours a week. He's not ever home. I don't get to visit with him. And I have to leave him alone at work because he'll put some shit out to the customers. If I come out, and it'll be his fault. They don't believe in me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like Damien's twin brother, but I'm the evil one.
Yeah. It just goes to show that people will try to discredit you and also slander, whatever. They got
Hey,
nothing better to
don't
do.
pay. I don't know what he said, but don't fucking pay any attention to what he said, okay?
Yeah.
Because he gets me in fucking trouble with people. All right,
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like he'll say some. He will come out at the store and be like, "Fuck you, motherfucker," and I'll be like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Fucking, and he leaves me
Well, that's
standing there with the customer. What the fuck?
well, that's the same thing. I mean, Spider-Man is a bad influence to me, man. In a different way. In a different way. I mean, he's encouraging me to do the things that he does, and I'm getting away with it.
Well, Rodney is not, okay? He's not encouraging me to do shit. He tells me that he's just, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's like there's this side of me and then there's Rodney's side and he just fucking pops out whenever the fuck he wants. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, I don't have a choice. And then I'm stuck with the recompenses because people just don't believe that he fucking exists. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true, because I've been speaking to Spider-Man. I said, how do these people think that everyone is after them? Like 30 people are after them. She said, Jamie, don't let them fucking get to you. So they're not getting to me. He said, but, 30 people are after him. Remember that time when one of them, well, this person, want to ring up the Prime Minister of Australia to get me arrested? You ain't going to do jack shit.
Right. I get it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Prime Minister of Australia is not going to do anything to me. He doesn't do anything for Australia. So what do you think he's going to do to me?
Besides, how do you think you're going to fucking talk to the Prime Minister? You live in Australia and you couldn't talk to the Prime Minister because he could give a fuck less. So you think he cares if some American fucking trailer park whore fucking calls? You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Hi, I'm on crack, and I'm from America, and I want to talk to the Prime Minister. Netanyahu.
I'm going to get you, you motherfucker. Stop ducking me. You got the wrong ducks. Why are you taking after these women with a disabled child? Well, here's my thing. How come you know so much about the disabled child or this woman?
Yeah, did you dox them? Did you dox them?
And you use the same email IP address as the woman. It's been documented. And you also stated...
I did not. Stop saying that. That's a lie. I did not.
You came on the show and said it.
I got the same email address I've always had. 1, 2, 3, 4, fuck your business at gmail.com.
Yeah, it's all on the record. It's on the interview. It's on the show. It's still here. Why do you still wear that blue light over your fucking head?
Because it's the only one I have. Should I change the color? Would you like that? Would that suit your purposes?
You probably think this show is about you. You've got no friends.
Don't you like the blue light special? I always loved Kmart and their blue light special. Damn it. What's wrong with blue lights? Blue lights matter too.
All lights matter.
Blue lights matter.
You've got no friends. You probably think the show's about you. You've got no friends. You probably think the show's about you. Smoke your crack. I want to get high about you. Don't you?
I have plenty of friends in my chat. Don't you say nothing bad about. I got lots of people in my chat that I talk to. Okay, and I don't.
Your crack pipe brings on shit to you.
I don't do crack. I do coke. Look, I don't do crack. I do coke. I do coke. Okay, coke. Crack just burns up way too fast, and coke lasts as long as it lasts in the bottle.
My coke brings all the shit to my yard, damn right. It's drinking yours, damn right. It's sending yours.
Crack is expensive too, and coke is not.
Every time when 69 gets called out, do you call bingo?
When 69 gets called, I'm usually in the bedroom. So
when 69 gets called out, I said, can you turn the headlights on? I can't fucking see.
Exactly what I'm saying.
When you got to go down, and you one thing that gets you up, you got a 69.
Bingo.
B-I-N-G-O and bingo, what do you name? No. Ah, jeez.
I have plenty
Hey,
of friends.
do you want to
like
see?
that.
Hey, you want to see my mask that I wear when I go down on a woman? Just hold on.
Oh boy. Oh boy, this is gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary. Uh-oh. Hey, that's not bad. That's kind of like going to one of those sex
I am the
parties
Lone Ranger.
and you can't recognize me with my eye shields on.
I'm the Lone Ranger. Hail silver and away.
I didn't know the Lone Ranger was all sparkly like that. It's got some sparkle to it. I like it. I might use that one day. You mind letting me borrow that sometime?
Yeah, there's plenty of that. There's a couple more up there.
Awesome, awesome.
There's
That might
a
be a
red
new.
one, there's a blue one, a red one, a purple one.
I don't care what color it is. I'm colorblind. I don't care what color it is. I probably need
When
to
I
get
go down,
some more Coke here.
when I walk in the joint, I go down on my bitch like it's my own way. Hey, big blunders.
My Coke's wearing off. I need some more. That's Diet Coke. Don't worry.
You got more Coke. You fucking crack addict.
I got tons of Coke. And yeah,
my Coke brings all the shit to my yard.
Just it's wearing off now, so I gotta take some more.
If anyone wants to ring up a fucking doctor, there's Damien. He's drinking Coke. He's a Coke addict.
I am. I like Coke. It's like I've been hooked on Coke for years, and it's debilitating sometimes because
you don't want to say that. Oh, you don't want to say that in South Africa. They think that you like a lot of cock.
Well, good thing I live in the South, because everyone here does Coke, unless they do Pepsi, and that's just wrong.
As long as it's wet, it goes down fucking cool.
That's not true. I'm not drinking Pepsi. It's got baby parts in it, and Coke doesn't do that. Coke is pure, like the wind-blown, driven snow. Pure.
No blind. But yeah, if you say that you like drinking a lot of Coke, don't say that in South Africa. They might take it for cock.
Well, I'll just say soda. How about that? unless that means something too.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine that went to South Africa. He was at the bar, and this gay guy goes, "Hey man, I heard that you liked a lot of cock." He goes, "No, I only want to do Coke."
Shit.
It's a true story.
I bet it is.
People should understand what African etiquette is. Don't say Coke in fucking South Africa, especially out of gay.
You have to say cocaine.
Especially at a gay bar in South Africa. They will mistranslate it and think that you want cock. So don't.
That's because they speak Queen's English.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like a lot of cock. Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably think this show's about you.
Anyway.
I'm drinking lemon squash at the moment.
On to the Coke.
No, you're drinking cock.
No, I'm definitely drinking Coke.
I'm pulling your fucking leg.
There's an E on the end of this.
So what's been going on, man?
Whole lot of bullshit. I've been watching it all happen too.
Yeah, yesterday it was just
Shit. All over the world, all over YouTube, bunch of stupid ass people.
well, I had a good day yesterday. Yesterday was Australia Day, where we have one day of the year, where we celebrate being Australians. And I'm proud, and I'm not going to hide behind this saying. I am proud to be Australian. Okay. Yes, there's a lot of shit going on in Australia, but that doesn't change the way I live my life as an Australian. I'm proud to be an Australian. I'm proud to live as an Australian citizen. And more importantly, I love what this country, not the government, the country has brought to me.
Right.
Huh?
As a people, as a country.
Yes, as a country. And many people got to understand, like around 1770 onwards, the British Empire was trying to occupy land around the world, and that's where America had the War of Independence with the British in 1774. Well, in 1770, Captain Cook went to Botany Bay, and he proclaimed the land under the Union of Great Britain. But 18 years later, in 1788, another fleet called the First Fleet came to Australia and started to colonise Australia and under the British rule. Now, fast forward to now, Australia is more of an independent country. We don't really rely on Britain or the UK as much as we used to. We became our own sovereign country. We rely on our own rather than the UK much. Yes, the Queen's still the figurehead, but we don't go to the Queen for any permission what we need to do for Australia. So basically, Australia has become its own republic in a way. You know what I mean? But there is another referendum that could be made up very shortly should Australia become a republic. The only problem is, if we become a republic, who is going to be the head of the state? It's like America, you've got a head of state. We need to find out who's going to be the head of state of Australia. We can't have, if we pull away from the Commonwealth, we can't use the Queen as the head of the state. We need someone else to replace that to become a republic. So until they find out who that is, we'll stay with the Commonwealth. So, do I personally think Australia should become a republic? Well, we kind of are right now. We're independent. So, yeah, okay. Become a republic. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, but, there was protests yesterday all around Australia saying, like, the Aboriginals and Black Lives Matter saying that they should change the date for Australia Day. What they don't realise is the date was already changed before. So what difference does it make?
You're just changing a day. So, what's the difference? You're just making a different day. That's stupid.
Yeah, but I asked them a question. What day you want to change it to? Oh, I don't know. I said, well, you want to change the date, give it the day and we'll fucking change it.
Christmas.
I will say this. The Indigenous people have 22 days of the year where it's about them. 22 days of the calendar in a year. It's about the Indigenous people. We only have one for Australians, all Australians. So
Good. There's at least one.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Hey.
Australia since the very beginning was always a multicultural, like it was like a multicultural colony, right? Not a nation. We weren't even a country back then, right? We were made up of a lot of multiculturalism, and people think that's a form of Marxism. I reckon it's a lot of bullshit. There was not really a form of government here back then when they colonized it. And more importantly, it brought back a lot of growth and all that other stuff. But when the politics comes aside, what it is now, Australia is owned by a large chunk of foreign countries, and our livestock and everything else, our supply is being bought from overseas investments. That's the thing I don't hate, but I'm not here to say that. I'm here to say that I'm a proud Australian. I always will be. I value this country greatly. And if people have a problem with that, well, then you're the racist. And whatever is another thing I want to say. Don't try to educate me on my own countries. I live here. I know the history of Australia. And then people say, oh, Jamie, you shouldn't be talking about American stuff to American people. Well, there are some American people who don't know the fucking history of America.
That's true. There are people that don't know shit about our history. That's a fact.
Say from 1770 onwards, the British Empire or the fleet was trying to occupy land of several countries. Australia, New Zealand being a couple of them, in America. Right?
And the Hawaiian Islands.
Yeah, all that. I mean,
the Pacific Islands, I should say. And I can go on and on and on. Africa,
Canada, a lot of countries, right? But what they don't realize is there was already people occupied there to begin with. Like we have the indigenous people here that were already here. You had people already in America before the War of Independence. You already had people there, right? So it's kind of like, okay, the British want to come and rule certain countries. It didn't work for America because you guys stood up to them. But here in Australia,
white people came here, and then the Britons, like white people there were already indigenous people here, and then white people came here, and then the British colonies came here and decided that they wanted to take over the people that fled from those colonies in the first place, and other places in the world, and you know what I mean?
But nearly every country that exists, not all, nearly every country that exists is multiculturalism. It's been built on multiculturalism. Right? Okay, the countries in the Middle East, not so much. And Asia, not so much. But when you go to places like Europe, multiculturalism. America, multiculturalism. Canada, multiculturalism. Australia, New Zealand, multiculturalism. That's what those countries at that time thrived on. And it's got nothing to do with Marxism or anything of that type of nature. It was to freaking expand the livelihood and whatnot. It's different today, of course. Like multiculturalism today is different than what it used to be. I will say that. But you can't just fucking put all the fucking eggs in one basket and say, you got a fucked up niece. You know?
Exactly.
You know, I believe Hitler was a cunt. A psychopathic fucking cunt.
I think a lot of people would agree with that, including myself.
He was a fucking mass murderer too.
Of course, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that.
Anybody who worshipped the killing of Jews in Germany, they need to be removed from my friend list, and they never should talk to me whatsoever.
Right? I'm bowling.
Because killing the Jews in World War II, in my point of view, is a form of genocide.
Right.
Killing people in general, just for the name of a fucking politics, it's fucking genocide. I get it. Innocent people do die at war, but those fucking Jews did not deserve to fucking die. Why?
They weren't at war.
All because they follow a different fucking belief system than yours. And most importantly,
They weren't at war.
Hitler's mother was a fucking Jew.
Exactly.
And a prostitute.
I didn't fuck her.
Born with one fucking testicle. But anyway. I don't really want to get much into that, because if people want to be racist, that's on them, not on me. They've got the issue, they've got a problem, and they need to deal with it. So I was going to do an interview. Here's a bit of a heads up for people. I was going to do an interview early tomorrow morning, my time, with the guitarist from Ministry. He gave me a message today saying that he got a late call in to the studio to do some work. Next Wednesday, 12 p.m. California time, it's been scheduled to interview Sin. His name is Sin. He's a guitarist from Ministry.
Nice. I'll be there with you.
We'll be doing that next Wednesday, 12 p.m. California time, which will be about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will be 6 a.m. Adelaide time on Thursday morning. So many time differences that I've got to arrange for myself. So it will be pre-recorded. It will be it'll be done via Skype. Eric wants to join on that episode because he loves Ministry, but I said, okay, just don't screw up what we did last time. So I'm going to leave the politics out of it, because Ministry got a lot of stuff to do with, you know what I mean? They wrote a song, NWA, but the last two albums that they released was against the Trump movement. So we just got to be careful what we can bring up, and it'll be a good interview. It'll be a good interview. So I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be next Wednesday, 3 p.m. LA time, which will be about
3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 12 o'clock in California.
Yep, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For Australian people, it'll be 6 a.m. Thursday morning via Skype, which will be uploaded as soon as it finishes, as quick as we can. So it'll be via Skype. So hope you can join us on the Rocket Diaries. If you haven't subscribed to the Rocket Diaries, please go over there. It used to be Blood, Sweat, and Metal, but Damien and I came up with a plan because my last co-host that I had here in Australia, he decided to move on. He doesn't talk to me now due to COVID and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Anyway, where do we go from here, Damien? You got to go to Betty Boy soon or what?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's about that time.
So, listen, if you haven't listened to the last episode we just did before this one, please do. You'll have a laugh. And most importantly, to all the haters out there, I love you so much, very dearly. Because the more you keep talking about us or do videos about us, we'll just come around once in a blue moon to do a show like we did the last one. So, yeah. Anyway, I got to go. And Damien, you have a good night, man, and we'll catch everyone very shortly. So, peace out, everyone.